Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk a little bit today, well, tonight. They've recovered a good portion of the Ocean Gate Titan vessel, which was surprising. The news just broke. And what's also surprising is that they have recovered some human remains. And to me, that's amazing at those depths. But I'll get into that. I want to play the video clip with all the details of what we know now, and we'll come back and talk about it. Check it out.
Also a developing headline at this hour tonight, the U.S. Coast Guard just revealing that they believe they have recovered human remains as they recover the wreckage of that sub that imploded near the Titanic. Tonight, the images here, pieces of that sub unloaded onto a Canadian pier, including that one window, the sub's viewing portal, covered in a tarp. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
Tonight, as the first debris from the Titan sub is lifted to shore, the Coast Guard announcing that investigators have found presumed human remains that have been carefully recovered within the wreckage at the site of the incident. It comes as cranes hoisted large pieces of the Titan wreckage with cables and wires, what appears to be a panel from the exterior of the submersible, along with one of the sub's end caps.
It's going to take months anyway to go through all these bits and pieces and thoroughly analyze all of the failures, looking at how the hatch separated, where did the first leak happen. And at these kind of pressures, when things go bad, everything's over very, very quickly. The
investigation is expected to focus in part on that carbon composite construction. Industry experts and a former employee had warned OceanGate that that material at extreme depths could weaken with each dive.
Was it part of the composite shell? And taking a look at all these different pieces to see, is there fatigue crack? Is it a purely overload failure? What happened?
David, the Coast Guard says a medical team will conduct a formal analysis of those presumed human remains. And a source familiar with the investigation says authorities are in constant contact with the families of the crew that was on board.
All right, guys, that was the article. I'm going to talk about four things real quick before I get out of here. At those depths, with that immense amount of pressure and what it did to that submarine, I am floored that they do have human remains left. And I think that's a good thing for the families, because a lot of times when people are lost, you have memorials and stuff, it's just not the same when you don't have a remnant or the presence of your loved one there. Even though the body's not in whole, just having a part of them still brings a lot of closure, and it makes burial services more appropriate to a lot of people. So I mean, that's a good thing. I don't know if they found bodies on every body had remains found, but from a scientific standpoint, from what they say an implosion does to your body, I'm shocked that they could even recognize what they saw. And that is that part. And another part of it is, at those depths you got a lot of mollusks, crabs, scavengers. I'm shocked that they found anything at all. So that right there, I think, is amazing. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. A lot of people are wondering where the failure occurred in this vessel. Now, a lot of people talked about the carbon fiber shell housing in the structure. What they said in the news article was something I thought about, but I never stated. With the pressure being put on it and then released as it comes to the surface, you wonder how many times a dive vessel can go beneath the surface. Because a lot of these, I think almost all of them, a lot of you guys might not know, they can only use these diving vessels a certain amount of time, and then they have to do away with them because of the constant pressure. It's kind of like what I do, like with aquariums. A lot of people don't know, when you fill an aquarium up with water, it's a container of water. The container of water is always pushing on all sides, so it puts tremendous stress on the tank itself. With that being said, you know, as you lower water, it goes back to its normal form. As you fill the tank up, it expands. I've seen multiple times while I was filling these massive fish tanks, you could hear them moving and creaking, cracking, almost like a foundation on a house when it's settling. So, I mean, that right there, I can understand totally. Another thing is how quickly they recovered this thing. Remember last week they were saying, oh man, we only have one vessel out that can go down there and get the stuff. They must have got that thing there quick. Well, they was lying, because I mean they got this thing out the water fast. As far as recovery, now they're still getting stuff. This is just the first part of it, guys. They haven't got everything else. But I will tell you this, and I'm not making a joke, but this is crazy. The joystick survived, y'all. I saw it on TikTok. I thought they was playing. When they looked down there, they showed video of the wreckage. The joystick, remember they were talking about the joystick controller? It survived the depths. It's down there right now. And I mean, as sad as this story is, it's kind of messed up that the joystick, the thing everybody was making fun of, is the only thing that survived. It outlasted the rest of the little, what do you say? He spent $5, $10 on that, and it survived. Another thing is, with the joystick surviving, it's down there with the Titanic. So now people can go down there and see if they can find the joystick too when they go dive and do crazy stuff. But I mean, I don't mean to be, you know, sadist, I mean, sad, you know, non-sensitive, but I mean, that's just amazing that a piece of plastic survived all of that when others didn't. And it's not taken away from it. But it's been found. We'll see what happens after this. We'll see how long it takes them to get all this stuff up. Another thing, like the guy said, it's going to take months to find out what really happened, because just having a few pieces, it'd be hard to determine. You know, it'd be hard to determine exactly what caused the catastrophic failure. So, a story this big, a lot of people, you know, like researchers and stuff, they're curious. They want to know, because it can aid in safety for future dives and just research, period. That's what researchers do. They research. So this is like a story that interests them. So this would be months down the line before anything is actually comes out as true. But they found it, started bringing it up. They found some human remains, so to bring some peace to some families. And the joystick survived, which is strange in itself. But I just wanted to share the story with you guys. As always, let me say this real fast. I mentioned earlier that I'm gonna have the meet and greet in Las Vegas next month. I think it's on the 26th through the 30th. I'll be down there. A lot of people wrote in my Gmail account, the channel Gmail account, that they will be attending. Right when I get down there, that Wednesday the 26th, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to say this once, a lot of people ain't going to hear this, I'll probably repeat it again. Once I get down there and get all my hotel arranged, I mean, my hotel and flight is already paid for and stuff. Once I get settled, in a day or two, I'll announce about 48 hours before, like I did with Memphis. I'll announce 48 hours before where I'll be. It'll be a public place, so it'll be safe for everyone. And you guys meet me up. But everybody that's hit me up in the Gmail, I'm taking your names down. I'm trying to remember who's coming so I can decide how big the place I'll make this event in. So, or you guys can give me some idea, because I really don't know. I mean, I know the Strip, but I don't know anything else about Vegas like that. So, I mean, want to make it accessible to everybody so we can have a good time, meet and greet, just fan appreciation. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. The joystick survived. Take care.